Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another evening of entertainment banter. My name is the wonderful Hi Joel, and the drunk Matt.
Yes, I'm Matt. Not drunk. I'm working there.
He's
I'm
drinking
working on it.
Foster's. That's Foster's.
It's Australian for beer. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
it is.
Anyways, and I tried a gummy for the first time for this podcast, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Congratulations. All
Okay.
right, ready? We go. He
We
needs it.
You need the time.
We do.
Matt was
All right.
fired up, and he's been fired up.
Okay, so you ready to do this?
3, 2, 1, go, Matt.
All right, here we go. All right, so today's topic. What are we talking about, Joel?
You just said you were going to talk. Okay, we're going to
I'm
talk
joking.
about...
I'm
okay.
totally no.
Oh, my God.
We're talking about Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
No, Disney Plus strikes back.
Disney Plus strikes back. You're right. So get this crap. Okay.
Get this crap. Get this low-down shit.
Get this crap.
Get
hey,
this
Joel.
shit. I'm going to eat this
Hey,
meatloaf.
Joel. Hey, I got a question for you.
What's your question?
All right, my question is this. If you're in a pandemic and you don't want to go outside, but you really need to buy some underwear, where would you go to do that?
Amazon.
No, my friend, you're going to go to Disney Plus.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
where you're going to go. Disney
more.
Plus. Yeah, I'm going to tell you more.
Tell me more.
Did you know that Disney Plus was originally intended to be a store?
Who said
you
this?
didn't?
Who said this?
Nobody. I say
Nobody.
it. I
You
say it.
Okay,
I say
go
it.
on.
You know why?
I want to hear more about why you think it's a store. Go on,
Yeah,
Matt.
it's gonna be a lame ass store because Disney is hurting for money so bad.
How bad,
They
Matt?
got to
How
come up
bad?
with all these bad enough that they're gonna be laying off a crap ton of people that we even know, and that's not cool. So it's possible that they're laying off people that we know, but it's not gonna be pleasant. They're hurting at the parks. They're not making the revenue. They're not making the money. As always, the film industry is tanked because of their politics and their bullshit that they put out the last 2 or 3 years, and they're going to blame it on the coronavirus. I said the coronavirus, YouTube. You can kiss my butt because that's what it is. And then I don't know why we got to censor that crap.
It's COVID.
And then so then basically they're going to blame it on that. But really what it was their bad policies and their pride and their constant ego-driven attitude since 2005 when Iger got in office. And everyone's blaming Kathleen Kennedy for the Star Wars.
Matt's calling it. Matt's calling it.
You know, everyone's blaming Kathleen Kennedy, right? Oh, she fucked up Star Wars, blah, 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 blah. No. No. Poop runs downhill. Iger was in charge of all of it. And he could have easily gone over there and said, hey, Kathy, let me see the film before it goes out. You know, there's been a lot of controversy the last couple months. Let me see it. Is this the only copy? This is amazing. You didn't change anything? What about Mark? I mean, he was filming how long and how much? And he's only in this much? That's how much cut had to happen? Oh, okay, Kathy. No, you know what? I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm not saying her politics were bad or good. I'm just saying that between the two of them, they both knew what the hell they were doing. So they both burned Lucasfilm, and everyone's saying Chapek's God, Savior, Grace, and blah blah blah. Don't let people fool you. All right, the reality is this: Chapek is one of those individuals that Disney's got. Like I said, he's the front face man now to sweep Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger under the rug. Like if you got a new face, he wasn't really involved, and great, it looks better on paper, so to speak. But the reality is, Iger was there from day one, and his policies and the way he's changed things from double-dipping charging at park tickets over the years through holiday seasons and beyond. And
tell us, Matt. Tell us what's double-dipping. Tell us.
You don't know. You know that.
Many
you
people don't know about that because they don't get the chance. Because families save years, and I say years, maybe 2 years, to do a family of 4 vacation to Disneyland because it's so expensive.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap
if you're out of state.
It's not cheap. No, if you have to get hotel and food every day and kids and you want to see everything, you're going for 2-3 days. So, and now you're in Southern California. A lot of people haven't been to Southern California, so they also want to go to the beach. They want to see things in California as well. So, what did Bob Iger do? Well, I've only worked under Iger. I never got a chance to work under Eisner. Did you work under Eisner?
Not Eisner, no.
So just Iger. So Iger,
yep.
Disney likes to do a big holiday festival. I'm sure
Actually,
someone...
I might have. I'm
sure someone on here will tell you about the holiday festivities they do there because they're all over YouTube. You have Disney Addicts on Facebook. You have all this bullshit about Disney this, Disney
and
love
this is
that.
one example of many, by
and
the way.
just many, yeah. So you want to come to the park, you want to come for the holiday season. You're like, great, but they don't advertise it well enough that once you get there, and you start noticing that the park closes at 6 p.m. And you're like, wait, it says till midnight. Oh no. Your OG ticket you bought for the day is only until 6 p.m. You have to buy a second ticket to stay for the holiday festivities on certain days. So you don't get the fireworks. You don't get the fireworks show. You don't get Santa Claus. You don't get. You don't get the Christmas parade. You don't get the Christmas parade.
You don't get the extra stuff. And same thing for Halloween. They
started that. They started with Halloween first, just to see how good the what do you call it?
And this is important to what we're talking about. So
what's it called?
Test
what's
phase,
it called?
The test phase.
They were testing. They were marketing with Halloween to see how well it worked. And
Halloween
and
Hots
it worked.
or whatever. I don't know.
It was Mickey's Halloween time.
Oh, Mickey's Halloween. You're right.
And
whatever.
it worked well. It did like every Tuesday, Thursday in the month of October. It did great.
Well, some people.
But
some people would just show up for the holiday parts.
I gotta defend them.
Parts.
I gotta defend them for this 1 second. Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios have been doing, and Six Flags have been doing the second charge longer than Disney has been.
Right, but again, that was like pre-established stuff, and like with Knott's Berry Farm, for example, that's something that that's going on forever, and like that was a tradition. That was also something that was for adults.
Well, you get
more
extra
than kids.
You get extra shit at Disney and at Halloween time for Disney. You do get extra shit. You get full-size candy bars for trick-or-treating.
I doubt that Knott's cost nearly as much as Disney. I could be wrong, but it's been a while. So,
it's expensive, to be honest, to do Knott's Scary Farm.
So getting back to Disney Plus becoming an underwear sensation store is the fact that
I want to wipe my ass with Disney Plus.
So here's the thing, right? Because the coronavirus.
The what?
Any of you that are, because guess what? Someday we're all gonna be dead from it, or we're all gonna recover and move on.
Can I just like burst the bubble real quick? The coronavirus is technically the common cold. So if you look at common medicines that helps with the common cold, it'll say coronavirus on it. We are dealing with a mutated strand called COVID-19. It's also mutated from SARS too.
Yes.
So they're all coronavirus. You know what coronavirus is, people? You know what the fuck it is? Basic line, it's a respiratory virus disease.
Yes. And it's dangerous. It is dangerous.
Yes, it is. It's respiratory. It attacks your lungs. Of course it is.
Why? I mean, like, I'm mentioning it in this because I'm hoping 10, 5 to 15 years down the road, like, people get over this. Like, we've adapted. We've figured it out.
Nope.
Or we've moved to Mars. Either way, it doesn't fucking matter. The point I'm making is somebody in the future needs to know what it was. If we can't talk about it, like, what the hell? Talk about the biggest form of censorship. And it's always the big tech companies like Facebook and Google. And I'm getting in trouble for this. We'll probably get our pod removed. But it's like, it's all because, like, they're in bed with these outside companies that, like China and TikTok. What do you think? They're trying to buy TikTok.
Yeah, I wonder why Trump wanted TikTok. Trump's going to let Microsoft buy it because then Microsoft's going to control it. You wonder why Trump? You wonder why Trump was dealing with TikTok, because TikTok, they admitted that China was using it to spy on us. You foos.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're hilarious. That's great.
God.
But you know what? There's other ways
TikTok.
to show yourself being hilarious. Like, I don't know, but that's not the way to do it. So, long story short, there's a lot of other apps out there. This is getting off subject.
But the whole thing's annoying. The whole thing. I mean, let's focus on the real news, people.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's talk Disney
real
Plus.
news. Let's go back to the real news. Disney Plus.
Let's go. Okay, so all right.
Before you get really into it, I want to point out that this news just came out. What Matt's going to talk about just came out within the last few days. You say the last few days or so?
Yeah, they just had their third quarter earnings and talks. That's what prompted all this.
So the talks, the earnings talks boosted their stocks to almost pre-coronavirus time, PC-19. So now, as soon as they announced what Matt's going to talk about, it already dropped 10 points. Just FYI. That
doesn't surprise me one bit.
So
I texted Joel.
Why did it drop 10 points, Matt?
All right, so here's the thing. It's like common sense. Joel and I were talking about this. Actually, I was talking because I was pissed off, and he was listening. But basically,
that's what these pods
at the end of the day, Walt Disney Company started with Walt. Walt had a dream, right? You know, and like, for example, he built the parks so that all people could come, because he would take his children to the parks, like out literally school parks, you know, whatever. to regular parks, and his kids couldn't really play. I don't know if there's older kids screwing around, or it wasn't really family oriented theme. Not a theme park. But it was. I guess too many people were on the swings. I don't know. The point I'm making is Walt said, I want to build a place where everybody can come together. Families can come together and have fun together. They all could have fun. They could all ride a carousel. They could all do whatever. Who cares?
Walt hated everybody except kids for whatever reason, but go on.
Yeah. So anyways, the point I'm making is he built the park, Disneyland, the first one.
To be affordable.
And he died building the second one, during the process of the second one. But yes, it was for everyone to go and have a happy place. That's why Joel's conversation earlier about the double dipping of the ticket prices and all that stuff, all under Iger's watch, started happen, and things started to really change for the worse. So getting back to the Disney Plus thing, let's pretend, Joel, for 2 seconds. I'm going to make a modern day film. I'm going to make a modern day film where we've talked about before where Hollywood screws everything up, right? So I'm going to make a film where coronavirus 19 does not exist. Disney's Star Wars films
Pandemic
are
never
successful.
Happened. And they're successful. Great.
They're successful.
Great.
Everyone loves Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel's fantastic. Better than Wonder Woman. Love it.
There's no Black Lives Matter movement because everyone's treated equally. Everyone's perfect.
We're making the perfect
we're all
world.
Equal.
We're making
There's no more terrorism.
World. No more terrorism. No more terrorism.
This is the world we're living in.
We're living in this world. This is the perfect world.
Disney's
wait.
original.
Germany still didn't win the war, right? Germany still didn't win.
That war didn't even happen.
That war didn't even happen.
Quadruple amount of Jews on the planet.
There are 30 million Jews on this planet.
Yeah.
That's twice as many now.
Islamic terrorists said it didn't exist. So
and the two towers are still up.
The two towers are standing, as far as I know.
They're still standing because we're in great lives.
Yeah. This is the
best.
fake utopia that I have created. Okay. So, anyways, in this fake utopia,
living in it,
we still have Amazon Prime. We still have Netflix.
Perfect.
We still have Hulu. And Hulu, by the way, Hulu is not owned by Disney at this point in any percentage, in my utopia world. And let's see, we have Apple.
Apple's still around, of course, because Apple has to be in a perfect world. Has to be.
Right, and Apple.
But they don't update your phone every 2 weeks to where you have to buy a new phone.
They don't put all these weird things in where you have to buy a new phone because they fill up your memory somehow.
And phones are only $50.
Right.
It's a great world we're living in.
And they're reusable. They're not like thrown away in wastelands. Like they actually remake them.
Okay.
So in this utopia, we've got. I'm going to start with Apple. I'm not necessarily going to go as far as Apple TV. I'm just going to say Apple. So for the last, call me an old bikey.
The tech company, right? Not like Fiji apples. We're talking like the tech company.
The tech company. I'm sorry. Thank you for clarifying.
Just want to make sure we're on
I could have said oranges and people would have been equally as confused.
Totally confused.
Right.
Okay.
So in my utopia,
I would have chose
iTunes
pears,
exists, right? I mean, I've been paying and investing in iTunes purchases for 20 years now, almost.
Oh my God, no, this is serious actually. Really, 20 years?
This is serious. Yeah, almost 20 years.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So okay. Apple.
Back into your utopia.
Apple, the one nice thing about the utopia where they don't phase out your Apple first gen iPad because it's the best one they ever made. To be
Absolutely. This is his opinion.
So I can.
Can't break character, Matt. We're in your utopia world where you don't break character.
Right. My point is, Apple back in the day, they made a product and it would last the test of time before they started phasing it out. But the point I'm making is, if I made an Apple purchase, let's say I bought a movie, right, on iTunes. I could download it onto my whatever computer I had, whether it was Apple or a PC.
It's great. And it's yours.
I could put it on any iPhone device that I have.
Because you bought the rights to have it.
Right. I bought the rights to have it. But it was an Apple store where I could buy media, like music and movies and television, right?
It came out after Napster, when Napster was all free.
And then some. I mean, I gotta be careful because I don't know who officially created the whole. I don't know if it was I know Walmart's a part of Vudu, but I don't know about Movies Anywhere. I gotta research that. That might be a
Redbox
Apple
or
thing.
Something.
No. Movies Anywhere app.
What do you mean? Oh, Movies Anywhere app.
Yeah. So basically, somewhere along the line, all these studios got together and said, you know what? Everybody's buying digital media from all these different sources. They can only watch it on these individual platforms. Let's bring it together so that all their purchases, or at least most of them, show up anywhere. So now you can watch your iTunes purchases on your computer. You can watch it on your iPod,
Right.
Apple products. You can
Yeah.
watch it on your Xbox. You can watch it
Yeah.
on your Blu-ray players.
Using
you
the
can watch
cloud.
it,
Yeah.
even the cloud. You can watch it anywhere.
No,
It's
no,
like, oh, it's-
you're using the cloud. You're using the cloud.
You're using the
Come
cloud.
on,
you're
old
right.
man.
Like,
You don't know what's going on.
what are the clouds in the sky?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No. Thanks for clarifying.
No, I
Cloud
get-
for the data. Thanks for clarifying.
Right. Right. But so anyways, my point is you can pretty much gain access to your digital purchases as long as you have the internet, and we haven't lost power to the internet. You can have it anywhere at any time for the most part. Right? All your purchases. And then Amazon Prime comes out. And
Oh,
Amazon Prime,
shit.
what is that? It's a store.
That
it's a store you can
dropped
buy.
the bomb.
You can buy underwear. You can buy toys.
Underwear.
You can buy computers. You can buy food.
and
you can buy anything.
buy digital content and have it everywhere.
Oh, and then they added, because it makes sense because it's a store, they added digital content like movies.
I know where you're going with all
and-
this.
And music. and it was amazing. It was such a good idea.
Amazing.
Right?
Yes.
And then all of those movies, or most of them, you could maybe watch on other devices through the same service as Movies Anywhere.
Jeff Bezos is
And
laughing
then-
all the way to the bank. Even when he got divorced, he's still laughing all the way to the bank. But go on.
Okay, then now I'm gonna pull the rug out of my utopia.
No, not
Yep,
rugs.
yep,
We can't
it's
have
gone.
rugs. We had perfect
Now
everything.
everything that I
This is
said
where
didn't
everything's-
happen
No,
happens.
F your
Coronavirus
mess.
happened.
Oh,
You got
shit.
September 11th happened. There's terrorism. There's Black Lives Matter movements. There's chaos in the world. And you know what's happening? Disney's tanking. And Disney had just started their streaming service. You pay $6 something a month or $13 something a month.
You're the
and you
one who
get-
pays it. You would know.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You pay for it
We're
because you were told, just like a Netflix account
Uh-oh.
and Amazon Prime
Yeah,
for
yeah.
movies and music,
Yeah.
you would be able to access these forms of media. Like this library is yours to access.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Just
deal.
like Netflix, you always have it there unless they lose the rights
Right.
and you knew things could
and
roll off.
if they lose the rights, we
and
get
you
it.
see things
If
roll
they-
off.
And if they give you crappy versions of the film, whatevs, right?
We'll
You
make
know,
a
who
pot
cares?
about it and bitch about it in that
You know,
one, but not
Old
here.
Yeller, they don't shoot the dog at the end. It just goes to credits. You don't know. It's a good
Open-ended. Make up
open-ended.
end your own movie. End your own adventure.
And your own adventure. But here's the thing. Disney,
Uh-oh.
you mother effers.
What did
Just-
fucking Disney do?
When you guys are at the lowest, do you take the high road? Do you say,
Oh, you're talking to them
What got
personally. Okay.
yeah, what got us to this point? What was it really the virus?
Was
it
it?
really the virus?
No.
Or was it something else? Was
Maybe
it how
maybe
we were
you
treating
tanking-
customers?
Maybe you were tanking before the virus.
Maybe your pride and your ego was just a little too high, and you were rolling high on all that money coming
But the
in because
stocks
the
were
nerds
showing
were
it.
buying.
The stocks were
They
showing
were.
the
Well,
goods.
because the nerds were
stocks
loving
were
it.
going up.
Well, we've
You
had
can't
pods
argue
in
with
the
that. The
past
stock was
where
flying at some
Martin
point.
Scorsese was saying, these are roller coaster ride films, and
That's
but
fine.
people they never
we
had
were,
the roller
We
coaster.
were riding that shit like it was
Yeah.
Ferris wheel
Look,
at the
we
carnival.
We were chomping at that bit for 40
We
years.
making out with
We
our
never-
girlfriends in those movies like at the
Have
top
you-
of the roller coaster.
Yeah. Have you not seen the 80s versions other than Batman, Michael Keaton? But there's been some
What?
other crappy.
Oh my God.
What?
And even
You know,
Japan made one, a Spider-Man one. Jesus.
Oh, which by the way I want to watch. I forgot about that. Thank you to you and one other listener. So, anyways, I need to go back and
Platypus.
find that.
yeah.
Platypus again. That platypus guy. So here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Disney. It hasn't even been a year.
Not even a
Hasn't even
year.
been a year.
Hasn't even been a year for Disney Plus. It's
And
not
I-
even
and
a.
I-
It's not even a baby or an infant
No.
or what.
No.
It's still sucking on its father's teeth.
It's what we would call still wet behind the ears.
Wait, really? What would that mean?
It means you were just born, fool.
Oh, what behind the
Um,
ears? Okay.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
can have a
So that's a millennial for you.
fuck
So
you.
anyways,
That was a real fuck you. That's not a joke. Dude.
I know. I know because it gets to you so bad.
Fuck you. Finish your
any-
thought. Exennial. Go on. Come on, ya baby
Sorry.
boomer
All right.
thingamajig,
All right,
whatever you
sorry.
are.
Oh God, that's right. Everyone's boomers. I forgot your generation. Everyone's boomers. So, anyways, all right. So here's the thing.
For the same generation.
It's not. Hasn't even been a year yet. Hasn't even been a year yet. They were starting a streaming service. You pay whatever the fee they want to charge. If they raise the price, who cares? The point I'm making is you pay a fee, you get their content. Well, now they're blaming the coronavirus for they're not being able to play their movies in theaters because people can't show up in theaters and
That's
they lose
true.
all that revenue.
That's an accurate statement.
And it is an accurate statement. But here's where I'm going to call bullshit.
Let's hear it. No, this is where we call Matt's Corner. Bullshit Corner. Take it to it.
Bullshit Corner. So for a long time, and I've said this in other podcasts too, Hollywood as a whole has wanted to write off movie theaters as a whole in general. They just were done with them. They're the middleman.
They don't want to do it anymore.
They just wanted to charge a massive fee to pay or watch the movie once and go on. So Disney, like a drug dealer, and under uncertain times, which is understandable, Onward was tanking at the theaters before the virus hit, so they put it on Disney Plus. Maleficent 2, they put on Disney Plus. The Rise of Skywalker tanked quickly. They kept it in theaters as long as they could, but it tanked, and so they put it on Disney Plus. I'm feeling like there's one other one. Frozen 2, they put on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And so, the benefit was like, hey, that is an incentive. Hamilton, we just talked about, they put on Disney Plus. These are incentives to buy Disney Plus every month to keep my business as a thank you for being a loyal Disney employee, customer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Like, here you go. Well, now because of the air quotations here, virus, they are saying...
If we were doing a live video, we can see that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. But my point is, like, they want to say, oh, we can't go in theaters. What do we do? And you're right. To some extent, they are putting a rock in a hard place because, especially now, they're hurting for money. And we've already talked about this. Chapek is one of those guys that will fire his own mother to save the company a penny. So
hell yeah, he would. He did probably.
Yeah. So I think she was selling popcorn. I saw her one day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm making this up. It's a joke. It's a joke. People that are listening in.
It's not a joke.
So, anyways, but my point is, he's a penny pincher. But now it's getting to that point where that Walt, like, just when it appears, the average human that just hates where Star Wars is right now, I'll use Star Wars as an example, is the person that hates that. They're like, oh, Chapek's saving Star Wars. Oh, it's gonna turn around. It's gonna be amazing. Let's not forget that Iger is still technically whispering in his ear. The shareholders are still really pissed off.
Fuck them all.
And
fire the tax.
Now Chapek is saying we're gonna charge $30. First, it was $30 to rent Mulan, and the only way you could watch it was on Disney Plus. So not only did you have to pay for the subscription, but then you had to pay an additional $30 to watch it. But then they backpedaled right after that because everyone got pissed, and they said, no, $30 means you bought it. Because why would you pay $30 to rent something? Which is exactly what I said about Tower Heist fucking 4 years ago, whereas that was the scheme all along. They wanted to charge admission prices for a movie theater for you to rent something because, like, that's what they thought they could get away with, and then you go back later, buy it digitally, you go back later and buy a DVD.
Yeah.
And then, so in the shareholder meeting, Chapek was like, oh, it's just a test. We're just trying it out. So let me just tell you right now, America.
By the way, renting it meant like you got to keep it for a certain amount of time or just one watch?
No. So they said rent it, and then they backpedaled and said, no, and that means you own it.
But what does the renting mean? I want to know what the, like, is it just one watch and that's it? When they mentioned it first.
One watch. I don't know if you have like a 24-hour period or something. Okay. But my point is, like, I don't know.
That's all I'm curious. Okay.
Yeah. But my point is, like, you would have to pay an additional to watch it. But here's the rub.
What's the
rub? Is Amazon underwear point is the only way you can continue to watch it after you've purchased it is through Disney Plus. So unlike iTunes and Movies Anywhere
and Amazon,
my understanding is the only place you can officially watch it is on Plus. So the only other corporation that does that, I think, is Microsoft. I think Microsoft is the only other place that does that. But again, Microsoft established itself as a media platform for Xbox games and movies and television and music.
Well, we pay
It wasn't their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? It was games were their thing. So now you're paying $30 for a movie, and you lose it if you don't.
Which is kind
keep your
of
Disney Plus.
So to me, that's still renting because you're only renting. You're leasing it while you have Disney Plus, and once you lose Disney Plus, you don't get the movie anymore, which is kind of shitty. Like you're almost like you're adding digital content to Disney Plus, but if you don't have Disney Plus, you can't have it. It's almost like a video game if you think about it. Because if I buy Halo 1 or let's say Halo 5 and has downloadable content, I put downloadable content on
Right.
it. But as soon as I sell the game to someone else, they don't get that content, and I don't have the game anymore, so you don't
Right.
get to keep the content anymore.
Well, Xbox, right, and Xbox tried to pull that crap
So-
when the one came out. Remember, they said if you don't put your disc in
Right
in
away.
a month,
Yeah.
we assumed you sold it to GameStop, and everyone was like, "Oh hell no!" And so nobody went out for the Xbox One.
Right.
And then they backpedaled and they
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Oh no, not only will you get to keep your games, but we're going to make them all backwards compatible." And they totally changed their tune after
Right,
that
right.
happened.
Well, because the audience speaks. So if this doesn't go well, because automatically as soon as they announced it, I saw the stocks drop. So I mean, if they keep
it's
stopping, they're gonna backpedal big time on it. Because
Well, here's the
honestly,
thing.
what would you rather do, Matt? What would you rather fucking do? Honestly, I would have taken it this way. Yeah, it's only been out 8 months, but now they're saying that they're gonna release brand new movies that we were gonna see in the theaters. They're gonna release them on the telly. So you, as a consumer, right now are paying, let's say $6.99 a month for Disney Plus. I think that's the price.
Right.
$7, not
Right.
much. But now they're going to release Mulan on it, and they're like, by September 1st, you can either cancel your subscription or pay, or no, not cancel it. The subscription fees are going up to $11.99. And
Right.
Mulan is now being put on it, and we're gonna try, and they're still gonna push new content. But wouldn't that be, or
Right.
let's say only like $9.99? Only made it because like $8.99.
That's common sense talking,
But that's
Joel. That's common sense
raising
talking.
enough money, and then people are like, "Oh, whoa, maybe I'm going to keep it," and more people are going to sign up because they want to see fucking Mulan.
Well,
Even if
I
it's
think
just
they're more. Nobody wants to see Mulan.
No,
China. I don't even think China
I
wants to see
do.
Mulan.
I want to see Mulan.
Well, of course. Look, an avid moviegoer does, but
But
no
I'm
one's
talking about-
chomping at the bit at
No,
these movies. I'm not
fucking-
even interested in Black Widow anymore, to be honest with you. I feel like the
But
trailer at best
but
was mediocre.
honestly, but if they do and they release that movie, then I'm not talking about you as the consumer. I'm talking about you as like all the consumers, the average consumer.
Yes,
Wouldn't you
yes.
rather have paid more money and keep Mulan and keep it and thinking like, oh, maybe they're going to release more movies like that, and they keep you in suspense?
Well,
And
let me ask
or
you
you
a
probably get
question.
more subscriptions from it because people would probably get it. You could probably even put in there a clause saying if you do the 2 weeks free, you won't get, because you get a free trial, you don't get the new movies that are released. Those aren't available to
Right.
you. They can easily
Well,
do
there's-
shit like that.
I know we're running short on time, but I want to keep this going because this is important. I mean, people really need to start paying attention and talking about this stuff. So, for example, like, you've hit on a lot of good points, but there's stuff you haven't mentioned yet, and this is what irritates the crap out of me. One, let's say you're just a Disney whore. You just love the company. You don't want it to flop. You don't
There
want
are
your
a
friends
lot of
losing
them
their
out
jobs.
there.
You don't want your
li-
friends
one
losing
of
their
them
jobs,
listens to
whatever.
this.
You're gonna support them, not the devils running the
Right,
place.
right.
So what you do is you say, okay, you know what? I'll just spend the $30. I will quote unquote rent it and buy it, and I can only watch it on Disney Plus. And if I lose my subscription, then I lose my movie. I don't care. At least it keeps somebody in business. It keeps one person's job.
Sure.
You know, let's do that, right?
Okay.
So then what happens is
happens?
Disney says, okay, thanks for your money, and next month it's free to everybody on Disney Plus. How does that make you feel as a consumer? And then, because Disney's hurting for money, they say, let's take it a step further, and they say, you know what, we're going to lease out some movies to places like Netflix because we got to get some money somewhere else. So now you're going to lease it to Netflix, or you're going to release it to Prime and whatever. And so people are like, well, wait. Not only did I pay for Disney Plus exclusively, but now all my jackass friends that are still paying whatever for Netflix and Prime are going to get access to this. Because I guarantee you, Disney and Chapek right now, they need money, and they're going to try to find any possible way to make money.
Of course.
And that's what they're going to do. But my point is, don't be a sucker and fall for this trap. And Disney needs to learn
Make a
that
statement.
you don't
Make a
you
fucking
don't,
statement.
You don't get ahead by fucking over your clients. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
by
your
the loyal
employees.
people. Sorry, I'm sorry. But just say it. Like,
I'm just
you don't
saying.
mess. You don't mess with them. They're your bread and butter. You don't screw the people that are supporting you, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, what's the point of having your own streaming service if nothing is sacred? And what I mean by that is, remember back in the day when Netflix wasn't making things for by Netflix. They were just borrowing other people's stuff, and then one day things like Daredevil came out, and other like the Clone Wars extra season came out. People
It
were
started
like,
with like the House of
"Ooh,
Cards and shit
House
like
of
that.
Cards. People were like, right, no, but it all started with that stuff. But my point is, people rushed to Netflix because it was a Netflix original, only on Netflix. Did Netflix say, oh, to watch Daredevil or House of Cards or the last season of the Clone Wars, you need to pay an additional $25?
No, but then what they started doing, which was the model, they raised prices.
Right, which was acceptable because you didn't have to keep the service. And
No.
the raise wasn't like massive amounts. It was like a couple
$2
bucks more. Yeah,
and then they give you the
exactly.
option to change things around, and they give you other options because people share their, their accounts. And then
And they also honored
DVDs.
the people that were they also honored people who were grandfathered in for a while. They didn't force them to pay extra.
No, they didn't. Not for a
And
little
so-
bit. And they also still let you. I still had the DVD plan for a while where you got the movie and all that.
Right, yeah.
I wonder if
Well,
people
right
still
now,
do that, to be honest.
I'm sure there's drop boxes. I still see drop boxes in some locations.
No, but that's Redbox, not
No, I
Netflix.
know, but I actually did see a Netflix drop box
Oh, wow,
on
okay.
location. Yeah, fairly recently. I kind of laughed about it. But the thing is, but that's Netflix. That's how they handled that situation. Whereas Disney is deciding that they're going to just start charging. Now, my thing is, getting back to what I was saying about the original content. So does that mean Winter Soldier TV show with Falcon and then the Loki show and the new Star Wars content? Does all this stuff that's driving people to Disney Plus, all the content that sold us to get it in the first place, because it's coming, now are they going to, just like everything else, are they going to say, oh, well, if you want to see it firsthand right away, you have to pay for it extra? Because if that's the case, bye-bye, Disney Plus. Bye-bye. If you're listening, Disney execs, if you're listening, Chapek, if you're listening, shareholders, I'm telling you right now, fools, if you do that, you've just lost the last cash cow you've got right now. I mean, you literally have screwed every market known to mankind. You've pissed everybody off. If you really want to piss people off, when The Mandalorian Season 2 comes out, if you tell them they have to pay extra to watch it on time.
Oh, my God.
Good luck with that, fools. Good luck with that. You will never see such a vacate. It would be unreal. And the fact that you guys, maybe they're pulling the producers. Maybe they're like, we're so in the hole, let's just collect the money. I mean,
jeez.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that is beyond stupid. Beyond stupid at that point.
I could see them actually being serious about being a test, but at the same time, it's a bad idea. Come on.
Well, they tested. What I'm going to say about the test, and listeners, if you're listening,
they're going to fucking backpedal, but anyways.
Well, no. It was just a test to close the parks once for the holiday parties. Let's just see how it works. It was just a test to see about Christmas. You give a Disney a cookie, and they will walk all over you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if people buy this Mulan thing and do it, yeah, of course, the test is going to go great. But if it fails, they're going to go, it was just a test.
Right, and you're forgetting, too, you're putting all those other people out of work. AMC's, all those other theaters, everybody that already had to scrape to make a business and a living to begin with, that supported Hollywood and their industry for years.
But who wants to watch the fucking movie from your TV at home? You do not have... Not everyone.
But everybody's got big TVs now.
Yeah,
bro.
but not
it's
like
no big deal.
nothing like the theater. It's never
There's
going to be as
I know,
good as
like
the
you
theater.
said, you can make out in the back of the theater when it's all alone. Like you go on a Wednesday afternoon or something like that. There's something special about seeing it in the theater.
More than just
I don't think all theaters are gonna go away, but I feel like the way that Hollywood is working as a whole, it's done. That Hollywood's trying to screw them for sure, and they think they're gonna make a profit off it, and they're not.
My kids are going to the movie theaters. Period.
All right, so wrapping it up.
Metaphorically.
Disney Plus is going to sell underwear because the next step is they're going to fail at this. They're going to fail hard because they're going to piss everybody off. And then they're going to say, well, we got to come up with revenue somehow. And they're probably stealing this idea from me because, again, they're too dumb to figure it out on their own. But they're going to say, okay, well, Amazon sells media and they have their Prime service, but they're a conglomerate because they sell products. So how about if Disney Plus has like an online shopping page where you can buy Mickey Mouse underwear and you can buy all these other things. You just watch The Mandalorian.
Toys.
it will totally be illegal because that's a whole nother thing on its own where you cannot cater to children. But you watch like the Clone Wars cartoon, and then at the end, instead of the pop-up saying the next show or next episode is this, the pop-up will say, hey, would you like to buy the Mandalorian action figure now? Click here.
Or buy the
click
series
there.
on DVD.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and here's the thing too, just like how Apple's done it, and so has Google, you can't buy certain products of theirs on Amazon. So I'm sure Disney would pull all their rights from Amazon eventually, and
Just
no
like they
Disney
did.
product will be paid on Amazon, so you'll have to go on Disney Plus to buy it. And they would definitely do exclusives. This is my idea. If you hear this fucking Bob Chapek, if you can do exclusives every so often on Disney Plus from the parks,
Right.
Exclusives from the parks that you can't get anywhere else.
And here's the thing. Honestly, I don't care if they do turn Disney Plus into some weird store.
Yeah.
But what really makes me mad is get that shit off my viewing screen when I'm watching something. Like, I don't mind. If you have a tab that says movies, television, porn, and store, I'm going to click store if I want to buy something. You don't need to show ads. You don't need to tell me. Like, one thing I really hate is, like, it shows the Disney Plus logo at the top of the screen every time something plays, even if it's a trailer. Even if it's a trailer, they're popping it up. And I'm like, I think I know what I'm watching, you mother effers. Like, get that crap. I know I'm watching Disney Plus. It's like
all this, like Netflix does this shit too. They start making you watch the next
not
movie.
Not during trailers, Joel. Come on.
When YouTube does,
Enough's
YouTube's been doing
enough.
that shit, and that's fucking annoying as all
But
hell.
in my opinion, though, YouTube is different because that's a cash cow that's existed forever, and that's been their business model since day one. But to advertise, like,
Yeah, no,
that's
I
like
get
going to
it.
a professional basketball game, and the announcer says, foul number 42. By the way, you are watching basketball. Like, I don't need to know that. I'm at the game. I freaking know I'm watching basketball.
Right,
I don't
right.
need to see Disney Plus logos everywhere I'm watching something.
Motherfucking
So-
Disney Plus.
So I'm gonna say my final thought, and then you can say yours because I just after
I
this
have
was
not
just like,
experienced what you have experienced with Disney Plus, but go on.
what are you talking about? Like if you have a
With your
Roku or
advertisement,
anything
the
else,
advertisement, I don't
it's-
see that ever.
No, if you watch, it's anything. You put it on, you press play. At the top, it just says Disney Plus, and it has like this like half gradient black bar across the top.
Oh, it's just like the
and
begin when you start playing something. It doesn't
Yeah,
play.
at the
It doesn't
beginning.
do it randomly during the movie.
No.
Oh, okay,
but
good.
it does it at the beginning. Well, not yet, but it does it for trailers. Like I was trying to watch a trailer with my son, and half the trailer was over before that stupid thing went away. I'm like, this is dumb.
That's dumb.
Like,
Okay,
it is so dumb.
I didn't know that.
So, anyways,
on.
Yep.
Final thought.
The reason why I'm so angry
So angry.
is because we've invested a lot of time, I'll say, in this organization, and we've seen where it has been and where it has gone, and where it was before Iger, and where it is now. I personally have seen and or witnessed through personal accounts and or other things, just the constant degrading of customers, employees, the lack of respect, and it's finally caught up to them, and it's finally biting Disney in the ass. The greed is finally biting them in the ass. And when I say that, I mean specifically the shareholders, the Iger, all those top guys that thought they had their piece of the pie when they're getting their like 3-figure bonuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beyond ridiculous. Or when I say 3-figure, I mean 6, because like it's beyond 6 or even $1 million bonuses. So it's kind of ridiculous. And so, like, now they're getting their just due because their extra money comes from their stock options, and now it's hurting them. But what's pissing me off is it's hurting everybody that's worked for them at any point in time in the last 15 to 20 years particularly. And to me, it's not fair for those individuals to be going through what they're going through now, wondering if they're going to have a job, wondering if they're going to get paid, because of these assholes' arrogance about how they ran this company and the greed. It was always focused on the greed, and they could never fail. They could never do no wrong. Well, I'm telling you right now, you are failing. You've done wrong. And right now, if you do this, I don't care how badly you're hurting. You do not spit in the faces of people that are trying to bail you out right when you need them the most. So if you want your bonuses back, if you want your stock options to go up, you need to stop this crap right now and figure out another way. And you know what it is? You fire the crappy people if there's crappy people. But you keep everybody else that cares, that truly cares. And I'm talking at the top of the ladder, not at the bottom of the ladder or the middle of the ladder. The yes men in between that keep the lower subordinates under control and don't file the real complaints up high because you guys don't want to hear it. You need to hear the complaints. You need to start paying attention.
Yes.
Because the wallet
Preach
hurts you. Yeah, preach it, son. Because your wallet's hurting now. Yeah, your wallet's hurting now. Your wallet's hurting now. So it's time for you to start listening. And I'm telling you firsthand, as a customer, I will be gone in 2 seconds if I have to start paying additional things to a service that I'm already paying for. That the whole purpose of advertising for that service was that you were going to have exclusive content, which you already lied about because it's not come. The content that you show is pathetic. I swear to God, you do listen to our podcast every week because I saw this new thing with the Muppet shows, like shows now.
Shut the
because
fuck
last
up.
week
We
I'm
talked
being dead
about
serious. Yeah, because we talked about it. We said what shows
Not
3
last
years
week.
from now,
Not
maybe.
last week.
Whatever, 2 weeks ago. You're right, 2 weeks ago. But the point I'm making is, all of a sudden, that just starts popping up. Like, we got to put stuff out. Whatever it is, it's garbage. Iger executives taking poops. Disney poops. You know, like, whatever. Like, you're coming up with all this crappy content. It's awful. I'm forgiving it because I know the situation that you're currently in as a company. No one can make money right now based on this coronavirus 19. But that doesn't mean you can just start pooping crap. You know what I mean? Like, you have a lot of good stuff that you could be doing but without this virus affecting it, and you're choosing not to. And what you're choosing to do instead is start boning people again, kicking everybody when they're down. And I'm telling you right now, people are fed up. So if you want to destroy Disney Plus, it's already on its way out. If you're losing numbers, keep doing what you're doing. Go ahead and charge triple the amount of stuff for content we should have just been getting. And that's it. That's my final thought. You can take it with a grain of salt because I got more crap coming your way next week. I don't even want to wait next week. I'm so mad about that stuff. So we'll talk more about it later. Joel, your final thoughts.
He needs to stay at that level of pissed offness until then. Until then! All right. I don't know if I have a final thought because that was a lot, Matt.
I know, sorry, Joel.
We
gotta have some thought on this.
Well, of course I do. I think they're trying it out, and here's the thing: it's going to be up to them, the people, the consumers. Who
do you think people will do it?
That's the thing. We'll find out. That's why they're testing, just like they are. They are absolutely testing as a business model. That's what they're doing. You got to think on their side. That's what they're actually doing. So if the people buy into it, then yes, we're going to see fucking Disney start selling more movies on there. We're going to have to pay for Mandalorian Season 2. It's going to happen because if they prove this Mulan thing, that means people are willing to pay for unseen shit.
You're gonna be paying for Mulan too because we're going to switch.
Well, I'm just telling you, like, that's what it's going to be because if it does well, what do you think they're going to release next? They're going to release Black Widow next. Yeah. And then when new series comes out, you're going to have to pay for those too. So every time something new comes out, because they just proved that if they release new products, people will pay that extra for it for Disney Plus because people are already going to assume they're already going to assume they're going to keep the $7.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. You started this. Damn it, Joel. I wanted to end this pod. All right, so you know what's going to happen? What's Netflix going to do? What's Prime going to do? What's Apple going to do? Disney did it.
That will be a snowball effect. So pretty much it's up to all our listeners plus probably 200 million. Get it? See what I did there? Because there's only 300 million people.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right, man. Just making sure. It's up to them right now to not buy Mulan. If you buy Mulan, then it's over.
It's over. You have guaranteed that we will be triple dipping the rest of our lives.
Right. So it'd be over, and that would be it. So not only are you have to pay. Now you're making. You're pretty much making, microtransactions now through your subscription services. You already did that with your phone. You bought games with your Xbox, your PlayStation. You bought games. Then you had to buy downloadable content. They are microtransactions.
But we talked about games too, though, where that's not working anymore.
It's slowly. So. It still is. It actually is, Matt. Sad enough because my friend works.
Well, there's always new.
Some
customers.
are working better. Activision is doing really well with it because they do it with the Call of Duty. I mean, it's already a franchise. It's already established. Of course, people are playing it. But you know
But
what I mean?
people got mad with Call of Duty,
and
then they
Disney's-
went back to their old recipe, though.
And then Disney's going to set the standard for this is going to be how we're going to do subscription services, and that's what's going to happen.
yeah. Well, mark my words, youngins. If you
So-
buy into this, you're screwed for life.
So pretty much, Matt and I are going to do our part, not buy it, even though we're on 2 separate
Yep.
accounts, of course. 2 separate accounts, right, Matt?
We're
So-
family, so that doesn't really matter. But let's go on.
So I'm definitely going. So yeah. So we're gonna do our part, and all we can say is hopefully the 2 listeners do their part, and then it multiplies from there.
Yep.
Hoping.
So, yeah, hoping. So on that note, Disney, I want you to get back to your glory days of being innovators, not buyers.
we want
and
you
I
to
want
succeed.
We want you to be successful, and we want
Yes.
our compatriots to have jobs, and we want you to be the company that we believed in before we may or may not have been working.
There we go.
And it's in your hands. You got to just lay off the greed for a little bit. Instead of trying to run for president or buy that super yacht, why don't you just wait a couple years before you buy your super yacht? You don't have to buy it after 1 quarter. Do you know what I'm saying? Chill the F out and do the right thing. So on that note, thank you for listening to Entertainment Banter. My name is Matt.
Disney, you are the largest, no lie, the largest entertainment company in the world. Remember that. And my name is Joel. And I am done.